Hi folks, we've got a brand new app out. Just going to chat to you about it quickly now. It's called the Hex-a-Gone, and it's the follow-up to our popular word juice app. I think you're going to enjoy it. We're going to demonstrate it, but I need to introduce some people to you first. So I'm Alan Peat, and we're going to do a very professional handover now. So Simon, if you can give me the phone, I'd be very grateful. Thank you very much. And there's Si, that's Si the design guy, our uber talented designer. Now, unfortunately, we've not been able to get Doug to come along with us today, but we do have a photograph of him we can share with you. And that's Doug, who's the uber talented coder who produces all of our apps. And as you can see, he's wearing his cap. He's a very dominant male in his troop. And you can follow him there at the bottom at @therenegade78. And Si's on @Si the design guy, but I'll be showing you that in a short while. Si, would you do me a favour? Would you? I'll tell you what, we'll show them first of all how the whole concept began.
Yeah.
This is what I do, which is not very high tech, as you can see.
Some sketches.
I do some sketches, and I hand the sketches over to Simon and Doug, and then they mammothly improve the idea. And we're going to show you the idea now. So, Si, if I go over your shoulder, we've got the screen there, and what Si's going to do is demonstrate. I'll move in on it quickly there. The bottom one of those, Hex-a-Gone. So out today, £1.49. Si produced all the music in the background as well, and you can see we're now going to see how to play it. If you can show them that bit first,
there we are,
and chat people through that maybe.
All right. Well, it's quite simple. You tap on the hexes to create a word. So you start with this as your game board. Tap on the hexes to create a word. Type it in, and once you type the word, it appears up here. You press the central button, the central hex, should I say? And if it is a word, well done, you get lots of points. Those hexes fall away and new ones fall in, all random letters, so it's constantly changing, the board's constantly changing, and you'll notice we've got these different coloured hexes which unlock special power-ups as we go along, which help us get bigger scores.
As you can see, those weren't in my low-tech version.
They were not.
All down to Si.
Let's do a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's mine. That's the reality, and
Yeah.
this is what happens in our team. So,
and then also we've got a multiplier, which is something we had in Word Juice.
Yeah, we did have Word Juice.
It's a little bit different here, but obviously, if you consistently get correct words, then you're going to build up your multiplier and score more and more points.
And I think what we'll do when we demonstrate is we'll show what happens if a pupil in class puts a misspelling in as well.
Yeah.
So we'll deliberately make you misspell.
Definitely. And then these explain what the different power-ups do and how they help us out. So we've got a blast power-up, which wipes out the whole board, getting lots of points. We've got a freeze, which effectively gives you more time, because each game lasts 3 minutes, doesn't it?
3 minutes, exactly the same as Word Juice.
Yeah, and then we've got the ×2 bonus, which will add an additional ×2 multiplier on top of whatever else you've got for, potentially a ×10.
Yeah,
points.
so there's a kind of strategic level to it as well, isn't there, Si? You would hold back some of your more powerful words to gain higher scores. So let's just play it.
All
I
right.
think that's the easiest way to
Let's have a game.
New game.
Let's have a go. Right then. Some letters dropping in. So, pave.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that'll be decent points, and it works out what your score is going to be before you press that central button.
I guess what I should say whilst you're doing it is that it's a kind of Scrabble scoring system as well.
Yeah.
So for letters which are less frequent in the
J
English language, you'll score higher.
It's worth more points.
Yeah.
There we
So
are.
they've got job, 21 points we're up to now. Next 3 falling in. Mop.
Oh.
Not a real word.
Not a real word.
That's worrying.
I got like that. It was the I pressed on a D, didn't I?
I think you did.
Now we've got a special tile here.
You've got the green tile. Yeah,
So
I've got
a green tile. Let's see what that unlocks. So we've got jam. Let's have a bit of jam. There we go. So we've unlocked the ×2 power up. So if I've got a decent word that I want to play, for instance, quid's a different. So I activate it first. Quid. Look at me. Extra points.
61 points so far, Si.
That's correct.
You're still way below your highest, which is what was your highest so far on the game?
1,000. Am I 1,100 and something?
Something like that. It's above 1,000. I was 291. You aced me.
Yeah. Oh, what was I going to do here? Oh, I'm not sure. If I start typing something in that's not right, I can press the X up here and it'll clear it out of the way. What do you reckon? Zap?
Yeah, that would be a great one.
Brill. And we've built up our multiplier, starting to build up over here.
P I can see as well.
P, what about
P-E-A.
head? Headed.
Ah, that's
Even
great.
better.
Brilliant one. And you can see the hexes don't have to actually be beside each other.
Nope.
You can just take it from the whole lot, so it's not that they have to join each other.
Rush.
153 side, doing well.
Whip.
And for those of you who haven't spotted it, there's a timer ticking away as well at the bottom there. And the timer at the bottom says we've got 56 seconds left, Si.
Quilt.
That was a fast one. Go for CAD, just out of interest. C-A-D. Let's go. It's a very short one, but I'm just interested. CAD.
That should be in there, yeah.
It's a huge dictionary in the background. One of the biggest on the App Store. So we actually got a lot going through. Book. And what was the green symbol going up there, Si?
That was to indicate that our multiplier's gone up over here. So
what are we up to now?
we're up to a ×4 multiplier.
Brilliant. So we lit up the times
Foodie.
4. That's there.
I'm a foodie.
Ah, clever one. 337.
Yeah, adding that extra letter onto the ends. So we've got an X in the mix here.
Axe. We could have axe.
Yeah, let's have
AXE.
that.
Let's just go for that.
Axes.
Quickly. Axe is clever. I missed the plural.
So we've got another ×2 to use here.
And we've got about 8 seconds. I can see bit. Just go for it at a speed at the top. B-I-T.
I could have got more than that.
You probably could. How long's left? No, so 431 points, folks. Time's up. Now, here's the interesting part. Si, should we set a competition going?
All right, yeah.
Right. So for the first school to send us a screen grab to @AlanPeat on Twitter.
I'm going to take a screen grab of this now.
Yeah, we'll put that
Ready?
up on Twitter too. So the first school
There we
to
are.
beat 431 can get a free signed book. I
Yeah,
think
why
it's a
not?
fair enough one. Free signed book for that. First school to beat 1,000, 2 free signed books. Full Game Centre integration we'll be checking out this weekend to make sure that's all bang on.
we're working it in. It's the options there. Hopefully that'll be up and running because it's only come out today. Hopefully that'll be up and running later today properly.
Yeah, Apple can be quite slow on that, but later
in the
today-
meantime, you can track all your stats locally. We've got there's my high score there, 1,124.
Yeah.
And you can track what your longest streak is without getting anything wrong. Number of hexes collected in total. Blasts used, time on ice, so the amount of time you've frozen the screen, and then the number of boosts used.
Do you know what, Si? I'm in a good mood.
Go
So
on.
we've got 1,124 as the highest score.
That is
so
currently
far.
the highest score
Right.
in the world.
In the world, it's the highest score. The first school to take out 1,300 and send us a screen grab gets 3 signed books.
That's going to be a challenge.
It is going to be a challenge. Let's see if anyone manages it. So, looking for screen grabs today, £1.49 on the App Store, Hex-a-Gone. And we'll put a link up on Twitter already. If you haven't seen it, take a look at that. And just to remind you, that's Si. And
Yeah.
Si's our uber talented designer. He's done all of the stuff so far, and if
There's
you
a better
don't
picture
follow
of
him,
me there. That's
there
a
is.
better picture,
And
to
if
be
you
honest.
want to follow Si, that's Si, the design guy, and well worth following on
That's
Twitter.
when I just had a moustache.
Don't forget, you can also follow Doug the Coder, who always wears his cap, and there's Doug's cap. And if you don't follow me, that's me, @AlanPeat. And also, some of Doug's friends. Here we have David Attenborough, close friend of Doug's. And the nice thing about this is he'd actually signed the book for Doug. David Bellamy, another of Doug's close friends. And also many of them featured in this book, which we'd greatly recommend. Hope you enjoy the app, folks. Thanks very much for the time. Thanks ever so much for all of the work, Simon. Thanks to you, Doug. Just nod if you're happy. Cheers, mate.